All right, just what I like to see, a dry box. All right, good news. The unit in Bearcat 980 SSB came in. So we're going to unpack it, hook it up, and see what we think of it. Comes in 2 boxes when you open it, and I can tell the box has never been opened, so it looks brand new. We have the unit in radio. We have the Bearcat noise canceling microphone, mounting bracket, microphone clip. This is a 6-pin to 4-pin converter. So if you have a 4-pin microphone, you can use it. Our power cable with the fuse. And looks like part of the mounting hardware there. And what we're going to do, we're going to come over here and we're going to hook it up. We're going to take the conics and the realistic out and put the radio in the spot there. All right, we have it all hooked up now. It is actually the next morning. I hooked it up last night, played around a little bit with it last night and this morning so I could get kind of familiar with things. And first thing off I want to say is on the microphone, I did a simple mod to it from what I've read in reviews. A lot of people say the microphone sounds a little bit muffled. So what I did is I opened it up, and in front of the microphone is it's a little black pad, and then this sits on the pad. And I think this is the noise canceling, what functions for the noise canceling. And they said to just pull that out and you get better modulation, a better sound. So I did that. This is my bass unit, so I'm not really worried about the noise canceling feature because I really don't have any noise in here. So it appears to work well. I get really good reports. And as you can see over here, I have my Bearcat speaker I bought about a year ago. And I think that's kind of funny. It's a unit in and it goes with this radio. So I mounted it up here right next to the radio. I did have, as I showed in a previous video, I have a low pass filter. And when I had my Conics 10 meter, 11 meter radio, shared the same antenna. So I had just left the filter on it, but I removed it now that I'm just going to strictly use this radio for a couple reasons. First of all, I'm not adjusting anything in this radio. I'm just leaving it stock. From what I've read, you don't want to mess inside of the radio. And so I know it's putting out a clean signal. From videos I watched, I've seen this radio hooked up to a scope and it puts out a nice clean signal. And another reason I did that, if you turn it on here and you go on the weather band, you notice there's a weather channel. Now the low pass filter will block any signal above 30 megahertz. So you got to remember when you're using the weather channel, it runs on 162.55 or approximately, depending on which one you have, megahertz. So what would happen is if I had that filter on here, I would not get the weather channel. So I disconnected the low pass filter. All right, I was going to show you what kind of power this is putting out. Now, I know this is not ideal, but this can approximately show us what the radio is doing. I know it's not going to be totally accurate. You should have it hooked up to a dummy load and a dedicated watt meter, but you know, for my purposes, this will probably work. My SWR is pretty low here, so let's go ahead. We're on AM. Let's key up the mic. and it looks like it's just putting a little over 4 watts on AM. All right, on sideband, looks like we're just putting maybe 10 or 11 watts out. Audio, audio. Now, I have this hooked up to the KL203P, and first thing I noticed was the wattage on sideband is a lot less on this than the Road Talker, but I think that's due to, you know, I bought the Road Talker about a year ago, and I really, you know, don't know what was done to it, so I'm not sure the signal was totally clean on that. That's one of the reasons I had a filter on it. But I notice on this, it's, you know, not putting out near as much watts, but I'm making just as many contacts, if not more. Actually, last night, the very first time I tried it, I made a contact in Alaska. And I'm over here in northern Nevada, so that was really good. So I think it does a really good job, and conditions aren't the greatest right now, but I'm going to show you a couple of contacts that I just made. Show you how it sounds. Zero 04 Liberty, Missouri. This is 595, Minden, Nevada.
595, you have Pop Echo 04, Pop Echo 04 in Kansas City, Missouri on I-35 in a truck, roger.
595, Minden, Nevada, calling CQDX.
What about you, 535? 535 in Nevada there, 311 Alabama waving at you.
311 Alabama, this is 595, Minden, Nevada, waving back.
Roger that, 535. You're making a good trip here to Alabama. I just want to call your numbers out there. 311, Operator Randy, Central Alabama, standing by.
So as you can see, it appears to transmit well. It sounds well. So overall, I mean, I've only had it for a day and a half. My initial thoughts on it are, I think it's going to be a pretty good radio. So this is just my initial view of it, and I'll probably make a more detailed video about it in the future. But for now, I thought I'd just share the new radio, and I like it. So thanks for watching. If you like, please subscribe. I appreciate all the new subscribers and existing subscribers I have. And I'm really making a push to try to hit 1,000 subscribers soon. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.